Thank you for joining the Northern Miner. We're at the AME's annual Roundup event in Vancouver. The Quesnel Trough of southern BC is seeing increased exploration activity with several juniors and even majors active in the region. One junior aiming to move the needle on resource discovery is Torr Metals, and here to tell me more is CEO Malcolm Dorsey. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks Henry for having me.
Alrighty, so Torr Metals is advancing a copper gold project in BC and then a gold project in Ontario. Please set it up and introduce us to the assets.
So with the assets and the jurisdictions that we're operating in, so we're making sure that we're in prolific mine jurisdictions, so areas where you do find these large copper gold porphyry as well as gold deposits. So when we're looking for a new grassroots discovery, we want to be somewhere where it's already, we know it's well endowed. There's the potential there for something significant. So with the Colos project, that's located in southern British Columbia. It's in the Quesnel Trough, just south of Kamloops, British Columbia. With that, what we're pursuing there is new copper gold porphyry potential. So we're in a prolific district. You've got Canada's largest open pit copper mine just 30 kilometers to our west at Highland Valley with Teck. We have Copper Mountain 100 kilometers to our south, and then New Afton 30 kilometers to our north. So we're where you want to be for looking for new copper gold porphyry potential, and we're along Highway 5. So with all our projects, we do prioritize highway accessibility and 100% ownership. So with that, the Filion gold project in northern Ontario is the same situation. So that one we're in Archean greenstone belts. These belts are known to host multi-million ounce gold deposits. We have the Greenstone mine to our west, we have Hemlo to our south, Detour Lake, Casa Berardi to our east and northeast. So with that, we're looking in that area as well, adjacent to the Trans-Canada Highway.
Okay, so infrastructure endowed assets.
Yeah.
That's a good start though. So please tell us more about Colos. What is the current status there? What work did you do there last year, and what milestones did you achieve?
Yeah, so Kolos, what first attracted us to it was just that there is a little bit of prospecting in the area. We knew that there was an intrusion in the area that had been mapped that's of the same age and composition as that which hosts the major deposits around us. And the grades that we saw from the historical prospecting were very economical. So grades of over 0.5% copper, over 4 grams per ton gold in outcrop. So the first thing we did, we acquired that project just over a year ago through staking. We went boots on the ground, confirmed that level of mineralization in the host rock, and then we start the first ever systematic soil sampling program. So out of that, we've defined 3 potential porphyry centers adjacent to the highway. These have never been drilled. They cover over a 7-kilometer porphyry trend. So some very large anomalies that have developed, and we're very excited with soils coming back with 1,200 ppm copper and over 700 ppb gold. So this is very highly prospective. We did some geophysics, indicates that the mineralization could extend to depth, and to depth over 1.5 kilometers, and systems that are almost 2 kilometers wide in the subsurface.
Wow.
So very excited at this, and the fact that it's undrilled leaves the upside for us.
All right, well, let's continue down with Colos. What is the strategy for 2025? Will you get drills onto site?
Yeah, so for 2025, we're anticipating that we will receive our drill permit here in the near term. So we're looking towards potentially starting that maiden drill program. As well, we found a new discovery that we just most recently announced, what we're calling the Sonic Zone in the north. That we went there, we've defined a new 12 square kilometer alteration porphyry footprint and rock grab samples from outcrop of over 1% copper that have never been on a map before.
All right, and quickly update us on the Filion project. What's the plan there this year?
So the Filion project is where we've completed our most recent work. So in the late fall here, we collected over 1,100 soil samples. That's following up on work that we did last year when we first acquired the project. We know that there's high-grade gold potential there adjacent to the Trans-Canada Highway from historical reports. With that, you've got grades of 91 grams per ton gold, 9 grams per ton gold, all on a 3-kilometer strike length. So we did some soils, we tested what's the footprint of this thing. we defined a 1,200 meter long soil anomaly in gold. We found multiple systems parallel that, so we've gone back and we've expanded on that this year. We've tested 7 kilometer strike length, and this will be connecting the dots essentially between those historical high grade values, and we'll see what comes out of that.
Okay, so lots to think about there, lots of activity to follow up on. So just briefly, walk us through the share structure and your treasury. Are you fully funded for the activities you plan this year?
Yeah, so our share structure, we're very tightly held. We have only 40 million shares outstanding. 25% of that is owned by management, and then we have a number of insiders and high net worth individuals. With that, we're around a 5 million market cap right now, trading at 12.5 cents. So we have a lot of torque to the company, so that's something that we'll be looking at and working with over this next year. The financing, we just closed a very small financing. That was about, well, I'm looking to close the second tranche of that financing, so we went to raise about $600,000, only what we need to get work done. And that work will really set the stage for the next level of where we're looking to drill this year.
All right. That was all we have time for. That was a Torr Metals CEO, Malcolm Dorsey. Thank you very much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks.